Hi friends, this is Ramna. Today I will show demo on how to create a validation on a number of columns in source document by using script task before the data getting loaded into the tables. So what is the need of creating a validation on the source document columns? So first of all I will show the data that I have I want to load. Here there are four documents, four are text documents. Prod 1, Prod 2, Prod 3 and Prod 4. If you observe the columns in the text document, there are 5 columns. Each one is separated by uh, comma delimited. Prod ID, Prod name, Prod quantity, Prod price and Prod sale amount. And these are the Prod. So in first document there are 4 records are there. And in second 5 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 2 records. 4 plus 2, 6. So in the third, if you observe, there are just 3 columns. We don't have remaining product price and product sale amount, and it has 2 records. And finally, fourth document, it is saying 5 columns and 1 record. So 4 plus 2 plus 1. So total 7 records are getting loaded, and this because of this document, the package is getting failed. So first we will see how the package will fail when the source document doesn't contain same number of columns to match with destination table. So I already made one video on how to load multiple CSV files or text files by using for each loop container. Those who are failed to watch that video, I will paste the link in the description box. Please watch if you have any doubts. So first of all, I am creating 2 variables. First variable is the source path, source underscore path. It contains string data type, and if you check the path of this source, I am taking this path and paste it in value. And second one I am taking here as the file path. File path. I am using this as a string. So I have not pasted any value here. The file path is automatically iterated at the time of the running of the package. So I am closing this one. Next I am dragging the for each loop container inside control 4 pane. Double click to configure. So here you need to select collection and select the enumerator as file for each file enumerator and expression here I am taking a directory, and I am taking this source path to evaluate, and this is my path. Click OK. So after that go to variable mappings, and we already created one more variable, that is file path. I am selecting that variable. Click OK. So configuration is done for each loop container. Now I am dragging the data flow task. Double click to configure. Because my source documents have text document, so I am taking flat file source. Double click to configure and go to new and browse. So here you need to select one document, any document, that doesn't matter. I am selecting the first one. Open and columns. So everything, no need to make any changes. Click OK. Columns. Click OK. So afterwards I am dragging the OLEDB destination and taking connecting with the flat file source and selecting the table. My sample is my database. So here I need to select my table, product underscore details, go to mappings, click OK. So if you observe, this is my table. So same number of columns also there in the table. So configuration is done. So for final step is we need to write some expression for getting the connection string to iterate the files from the path. Select the connection string property, file path, click OK. OK. Now change the delay validation as true. So this is the process at the time of the loading of the multiple files. Now while I am running the package, it is getting failed. See what is the reason and what is the message it shows. Yeah. So if you check error, the error it is showing the reason for the failure. So if you observe, production one is under 100% completed, and productions two started and completed, and it getting production 3 started, but it is saying an error occurred while skipping the data rows. So this is what the error we are getting when the source document does not contain all number of columns that matches with the destination table. So if you check the data here, only first two documents data will be loaded. 4 plus 2, 6. See here, in first document it's 4, and second document it's 4, and third document it's 4, and fourth one is 1. So only 6 rows are getting loaded. Um, Even though this fourth document is valid, it cannot load it because the package is failed at the product 3 because of not having complete columns. So I'm truncating this table again, and right now we don't have any data. Yeah. So what will the permanent solution? If there are 10 files or 20 files, you can check manually and remove that documents and getting loaded rest of the documents. But if there are hundreds of files in the same path, so what is the solution? How can you handle? So at the time you need to write some validation by for reading the columns for reading the number of columns in the source document. So for that we need to drag script task. Before that I am creating one more variable, that is number underscore columns. Number underscore columns is the variable name, and integer is the data type, and I'm closing this one. So I am dragging the script task inside the control for each loop container. Double click to configure and select the read-only variables that we already created. First one is file path, and second one is number of columns, and click OK and edit script. So it is getting somewhat late. Yeah, now it is opened. So before that, we want to deal with files and folders. We need to mention some namespace called system.io. System.io. And coming to the part, so here I have to explain the code. I pasted my code here. The code. So I am creating one class, var class, and this is the local variable to create a new stream reader. So what it does, it will read the inside the files inside the path. So we already declared one file path. So that data value to string. So in second line, this class I am creating one more line, and by using the reader variable, I am taking the method readLine method, readLine method, and I'm creating one more local variable with the same where class. So by using this line local variable, I'm splitting dot split with comma. If your document is tab delimited or this one or pipe delimited, you have to change this comma to pipe. So finally, one int variable created to columns the length of the columns. So DTS dot variables, and then this number of columns value stored into this variable. So this is the code. If you understand this code, the rest of the things are very easy. So I am saving this, close it, and click OK. Task configuration is done. You just connect with the script task with data pro task, and we need to drag one more script task. So to check the column names, if the columns are less than the uh, if the column names are not matched in any document, so those files are routed in this way, and it shows some message. So for that, you need to create one more script task and write some single line message box code here, and click OK. Edit script. Window is open. To write more names using StreamReader, and afterwards whatever message box you want to show for invalid documents, and paste it here. Message box show, it is contained in the file path and value to string, and concatenate with the string message. So here I am concatenating with plus symbol, and it is user dot file path to value to string. So which file that doesn't have same number of columns, it will pick that file name. That file name, that means in our case it is from product 3. Product 3 is not a valid file. Columns are missing in this file. This is the message you received after at the time of the running of the package. So I am saving this, close it, click OK. Yeah. So all set. So finally, we need to write two present constraints for two script tasks. So for first one, I am writing the present constraint. Here select the evaluation operation as a expression constraint, and go to expression field and click the three buttons and drag the number of columns here and write your condition. So we know that there are 5 columns are there in each document. So I am mentioning if the number of columns are equal to 5, evaluate false, and click OK, and test validate successfully, and click OK. So for less than, for not equal to 5 columns, you need to write one more expression here, dragging the number of columns again, and mention not equal to 5, not only 3. Even there are 6 columns only, the package will fail. The true, and OK, and click OK. So that, so after running the package, the data loaded only 7 loaded into this table out of 9 records. So 4 plus 2 plus 6 plus 4 plus 2 6, 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 1 9, total 9 records. So this is the uh, error. These 2 records are not getting loaded. So total 7 records are loaded. So I am going to run the package now. See here, this is the message you got. So it will say D files SSIS empty product 3 text is not a valid file. Columns are missing in this file. So if you click OK, so after running the package and stop the package and go to your database table and run the select statement, you will see 7 records. See here, total 7 records are there. So this is how you need to write validation to check whether all columns are there in the source document or not. This is very useful at the time of the loading of the number of the documents. You need not check manually each and every document to for number of columns, all these things. At the time, this package is very useful. First, to create the for each container, creating the 3 variables. One is first, these two are common source path and file path we regularly doing at the time of the loading the multiple files. So afterwards, you need to create one more variable, number of columns. This is the integer type. You write a expression here. Uh, you write the code for counting the number of columns after reading the reader StreamReader from class in .NET code. So if that matches, it will push to the data flow task to load. If that doesn't match, it will show the message that the so and so document is not getting loaded because number of columns are not matched. So this is how you know to create the design and create your package for